Anglers Extra.
We're back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. As always, time for the Manager Show, sponsored by the Chatham Bakery. John Schiffner joins me. Schiff, you guys come out with another win last night, 10-6. Now, we've talked a lot about situational hitting, but this team has scored 25 runs in their past 3 games. Is there anything you've seen specifically that you're really impressed with from this team?
Well, they put the ball in play. You know, and there's limited strikeouts, and if you put the ball in play, you got a chance. You know, you make the other team field the ball, and you always say ground balls, you have to do 3 things. You got to catch it, throw it, and somebody else has to catch it, and there's always a chance of a screw-up. So put the ball in play and let things work. And we're just getting clutch hitting. We're getting, you know, like the last night, the hit in the 9th inning by Josh. That was huge. Just, you know, Harwich was coming at us. They're coming at us. They're raring and ready to go. They got it up to 9-6, and we got that big run in. Now it's 10-6, and you can see they were deflated. You know, and especially after Funkhausen came in, slammed the door shut. You know, got himself in a little bit of trouble. Then eventually slammed the door shut with a huge strikeout in the bottom of the 8th. We come back and scratch and get that one in the 9th by Josh driving the big run in, and then Funky just slammed it shut in the 9th. I mean, that was perfect game.
And we've talked about how this team has gotten contributions from all over the lineup, no matter who you're putting where. Now, tonight you give Mitch Gunselis his second start at first base. Talk to me a little bit about what goes into a decision when you're putting some guy in a position that they may not have played that much, but you know they're capable of.
Well, it's just, again, we've got some guys a little tired. And that's what the depth is going to, help, is that we don't fall backwards when we bring guys off the bench. These guys are all very, very good players, and Mitch will give us a solid effort at first base, and his bat in the lineup is always good, so it's it's a positive thing, and he's more than capable of being over there and playing the game there. So it's you got a couple other guys a little tired, a little hurt, not badly, but it's time for a rest. I mean, this weather's not going to crap out of everybody, so it's time to rest some people.
Yeah, it's been a little hot lately. I've been sweating a little bit up in the press box, but
the heat wave will be over officially Tuesday. Do you know why?
Why? No, I don't.
Martha and I are getting central air in our house, and of course the cold air will come in now. We won't need it.
That's your official end of the heat wave, if you guys were wondering. John Schiffner and Martha Schiffner will be getting central air on Tuesday, so that's great to know.
I understand she's a national folk hero now.
Really?
They had her all over on TV last night. Duva kept bringing her up. They kept flashing in on Martha. That's funny.
Yeah, they were talking about Martha on the TV broadcast last night. Well, now you guys are stuck with us again, but yeah, it's all right. Well, the team's been winning regardless of who's on the call, winning 6 out of 7 games. This team just seems to get on rolls and not stop. Is there any reason why that you see?
Well, they're pretty talented. I mean, they root for one another. They don't like to lose. They take great at-bats. We get good, strong pitching performances. We don't make a lot of defensive mistakes. We're a solid team. Are we great? No. Are we bad? No. We're pretty good. And, we get on little rolls where we, get hits in bunches. The pitching has been really steady and solid in most cases. It's, we're doing the things that you're supposed to do to be a winning baseball team.
And one of those things is consistently having guys on base. Your team leads the league in walks by a wide margin, so it seems like there's always guys on base. What is your team doing so well to get guys on base consistently?
Well, Nicky just emphasizes that swing of strikes. See the ball up in the air. If the ball, there's just certain keys you look at as a hitter, and we are taking we're taking balls. We're not swinging at balls, and all of a sudden now you get yourself in the hitter's count versus a pitcher's count, and you're either going to get a hit or you're going to get a walk, and that's what we've been doing. And that's all of these guys are emphasizing that with the hitters.
How much more helpful is it for your guys on offense when there are already guys on base and the pitcher has to work from the stretch?
Oh, it's a tremendous advantage. You're not going to get probably the velocity that you're supposed to get, so you're just at advantage. Plus, the defense has to be wary. As soon as the ball's hit, they've got to look and see if they're going to cover the bag. They're thinking about what defensive alignment they're going to set up. Is there going to be a cutoff? What's going to happen? And it's all, that's the key to the game. Get guys on base.
Well, we'll see if they can continue putting pressure on other teams. Thanks a lot, Schiff.
Thank you very much.
That was the Manager's Show. We'll continue with the Anglers Extra pregame show, sending it back up to Keith Zubrow.